since we dropped it on Kingdom Warriors profile. So we don't have to go too much, but tell us more a little bit about the game UI concept art that was dropped. And we did it in such a fun way where it was teased out. So is this basically this like 16:9? It's like a computer screen that we chopped up into 8 different images, and we tweeted it out over the course of 2 to 3 days. And then finally we released like what it all looked like. So it was a big puzzle that people had to solve. And then it was kind of a fun scavenger hunt that people had to solve. So Eric, tell us a little bit more about that. And Eric, make sure to unmute yourself both on the StreamYard and in Twitter Spaces. And
I think if I talk, I think you have to mute, if otherwise we'll have an echo.
Okay, sounds good. I will mute right now.
Okay, here we go. So what is going on, guys? Yes, we released our game UI. What is up, Facebook, YouTube? We are now on Kingdom Warriors YouTube. We are on Facebook at Kingdom Collaboration Community. And oh wow, Twitter. You guys, if you guys can retweet this, by the end of this, we are going to be giving away 1,000 King for 2 people. So we're giving away 1,000 King for 2 people. And we're going to be asking a question about either the Meet the Team or this game board, that you see that we just pinned the tweet. So let me make sure. Let me put this on. So yeah, we got this. Okay, we just dropped it. So if you guys can go and retweet that, retweet that game board. We're super stoked for in April. Basically, April. We're looking at April 2nd release of this game. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be able to, in 2 weeks, you're going to be able to stake your NFT and earn. We're still figuring out if it's going to be a Kingdom token or Warrior token, but you're going to be able to already start earning now. If you mint either Gen 1 or Gen 2, you're going to be able to earn your tokens now, and then you're going to be able to play this game early April. We're super stoked.
Okay, check. Can you hear me? So now I love it, Eric, because you jumped ahead of me. We were talking about the concept game UI, and I had next up to talk about staking, which is coming very soon, I'm told, for our community. So, but real quick about the game UI. This is concept game UI, and we're toying with the idea of releasing first a mini game, if you will. And then while we've got a mini game kind of on the docket, it's kind of being tossed around by the leadership. We're like, hey, do we wait and release a full game, or do we do a mini game? And this is concept art. And if you can see in the concept art, we've got different NFTs that you can possibly connect to the game or the mini game. There's a map there. There's some resources there. And of course, again, this is concept art. And so we're trying to figure out like, hey, how do the NFTs play into it? And then not only that, but later on, I've kind of already teased it out there. We're going to hear some original music, which no one in Kingdom Warriors community has heard yet. And that music, we're also toying with possibly having something to do in the game, because it's not just one piece of music that we're going to drop. I've got 2 pieces of music to drop today, but those 2 pieces of music are not the only 2 pieces of music that we're going to drop total for Kingdom Warriors. And not only that, but another piece of alpha, the goal with this music is to turn them also into NFTs. And those NFTs, we're trying to figure out how do those play into the game as well. So I don't know if I'm sharing too much right now, Eric. I know that this is all like, we're still trying to figure out the total strategy of it. But it's really fun to ideate, because none of this has ever been done before. And if it's never been done before, that means that we get to create and be creative. And it's something that's really, really fun within our community. And in our community, if you are a original Genesis holder, so we dropped a couple weeks ago, we dropped 300 NFTs, and we've got different holders, people that are holding, and it's a pretty diamond hands community. There's only been a few sold, and there is not that many listed for sale on OpenSea right now. And then the next up thing that we get to talk about, because you already told us, Eric, about the staking, which is coming soon, and we are in the testing phase of staking. So that's already getting like rolled out by our devs so that we can test what that looks like. The holders that are already current holders are going to be able to get that. And then that's an immediate utility for the very next thing that we get to talk about, which is our brand new drop, which is happening. It is 3,033, and it is the second Genesis tokens from Kingdom Warriors NFT. And we could not be more excited about this, because not only that, here's what's happening, you guys. is when you mint right now. So mint is live. We haven't even like, it's literally the first tweet. I'm going to go back and we got to pin this to the top because it literally, this tweet went out 1 minute before the Kingdom Warriors Twitter space, which we're on right now, dropped. And it says that pre-sale mint is live. Pre-sale mint is live. So Eric, what does that mean? What does pre-sale mint is live mean? Because I know I'm excited about it and I want to talk about it, but let's hear from you first before I get to spill the beans.
Yeah, 100%. And so yeah, so we have the 3033. You know, we've done the whole like, you know, kind of the grinding, like earn level 5, invite 3 people, and we do like some of that stuff, you know, like, and I've done it. Some of the, you know, hey, you need to get to level 10 in our Discord by chatting and earning experience. And you know, as much as I appreciate it, we right now a lot of our audience that is asking to, that is like, hey Eric, I have $1,000, I have $2,000. How do I get a part of this? Like, I want to be a part of this media company you guys are doing. You guys are doing books, you guys are doing movies, you guys are doing play to earn games. Like, I want to be a part of this. How can I be a part of it, Eric? And I have a pretty big network just from the business world and marketing world, and just, you know, impact, you know, just being a business guy who's all about help. How can we help people? How can we serve more people? And so that audience really has been asking me like, Eric, how do we get a part of this? And I'm like, you know, a lot of them are non NFT community. And so what's been told to me is that we're going to be the bridge to fill the gap of the 95% that is not onboarded to NFT world. And so everything we do as far as education, as far as onboarding, as far as showing like love to people who are trying to figure this out. They're trying to get in this world. They don't want to get scammed. They don't want to get rug pulled. They don't want to be misled. And so we felt like the best thing we could do is just make one, we have these pre-sales where we can basically have your pre-sale, which you can have all the utility of being a holder now, and you actually get an amazing piece of art, which is like a one of one art, which is this Princess Warrior animation. You can go look on our OpenSea and look at the animation that you're going to have right now as your NFT, which is just looks even actually more cool than the 2D characters in my opinion, just because like I had that commissioned and like to build kind of our Princess Warrior. I have 5 daughters, so I'm all about like women's empowerment. I'm about princesses rising up and taking their, you know, taking the rightful place, like being business leaders, all that kind of stuff. And so we have this Princess Warrior animation animated by someone who has sold millions of art to Sony. He animated this piece of art. It's just amazing. But once you have that, you're going to be able to pretty much have your Gen 2 Kingdom Warrior, and you can look at your sneak peeks. That's going to give you an idea of what the reveal is going to be like early April. And then on early April, around April 2nd, don't quote me, but it's going to be real early April. We'll have the game ready, and then your art is going to be released. We're going to have like a public. We're picking the date, but it's going to be either April 2nd or that next Saturday, like April, whatever that next Saturday is. It's going to be around there, and then your art is going to be released. You're going to see your NFT, and it's going to be similar to the sneak peeks, but even more cool. Upgraded armor, more swords, more armor, more bows. Like you're going to see cooler traits, more laser eyes. We're going to have blue laser eyes. We're going to be just doing amazing, more traits. More Arcano Warriors are going to be a little bit souped up, and then the only difference is that they're going to be earning a little bit less than the 300 as far as the play to earn, and we'll have more on that coming soon on as far as the tokenomics. That's kind of what we're in the process of releasing right now. So we're super stoked. You're going to be able to get everything that you get on the utility part. If you own 1, if you own 3, or if you own 10, you can, you know, be the board member, Kingdom General, get a one of one, all that stuff. If you own 10, if you own 3, you're going to get a signed copy of the book, which is shout out to Jessica Madden. She's already over 30 pages deep in the book. I mean, this book is going to be a best-selling book internationally. You're going to be a part of it, and you're going to get if you own 3, you're going to get the signed personal note from myself, Andrew, and Jessica to you, shipped to you, hardcover. This book is going to be epic, and we're probably going to be throwing in a piece of concept art of the book as well. It's like Sean said, this has never been done. Working with movie producers, working on funding the film, working on actually doing a play to earn game around this whole story about a book, film, and movie and play to earn game. Nobody has really done all 3 of these combined, and so we are doing it. And we're like, I just talked to our movie producer 2 days ago. He was talking to Danny Trejo, their agent and stuff, and we're already talking about this prequel that they can even get funded even without an NFT launch. So this is some alpha I'm dropping for you guys right now. We're already in talks about even Danny Trejo potentially. He just had an appearance in Star Wars, the Boba Fett. So we're already in talks with their people on what would it look like for him to be a part of this NFT project? What would it look for him to be like? What kind of budget do we need for this film for him to be a warrior? Representing one of our characters in this movie in a prequel. And so there's a lot of stuff, a lot of deals, a lot of connections, a lot of collaborations we're doing behind the scenes to make this the most valuable NFT project. And I know some of you guys, everyone who has bought into the 300 has 2x or 3x their money, which I'm happy. Everyone has at least 2x or 3x their money who's exited. The people who are going to hold, they're going to have diamond hands and they're going to be happy they did. But I'm telling you, the amount of value and the amount of deals and stuff that we're putting in place, for the long term is going to just keep bringing value to your guys' NFTs, and those shares are just going to keep being more demand. And real quick before Timothy goes, we just brought Timothy on. He's a rock star marketer in the business world. He scaled and helped multiple companies scale and scale and just do tons of revenue. We just brought him on as a fractional CMO, helping us really just get our marketing straight. We're about to do a big I don't know if you guys know about marketing, but we're about to do a lot of like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, targeting campaigns where you're like targeting your perfect customer. So every dollar you spend on ads turns into $3. And that's the other reason why we're going to not do grinding. And we're going to be also doing campaigns to where we can the people who want to be here, they enjoy the vibe, they enjoy what we're doing, and they're bought in. They're not just having to hustle just so they can earn a mint. We're building a culture of honor for the next 10 years. We don't just need people to grind to try to earn a place here in the kingdom. In Kingdom Warriors, if you like what we're doing, if you see the vision, if you catch, what this is going to be, how big this is going to be, then get yourself a warrior, go mint Kingdom Warriors NFT.com/mint or Kingdom Warriors NFT. Go click on mint on the top right. Go grab yourself some warriors. If you need debit or credit, we're also having a new portal to basically do that and do white glove service, onboard the outside NFT community so we can do it for them. But I'm super stoked, you guys. There's so much in store for you guys. Oh, go ahead, Timothy. On a little bit about the marketing side and your background.
This project's super unique, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes right down to it, there's very few projects that I've seen where the light is the front and center. Like the mission is basically, I mean, it's not just family friendly stuff, right? I mean, we're talking about advancing the light going forward and being able to spread the word with a lot of positivity, a lot of good vibes. And shoot, we all want to make an impact. We all want to make some money. We all want to grab some art. We all want to grab an NFT or 2 or 3 or 10 and make a splash and be able to hold this and hold steady and hold strong and really advance together. So that's kind of what pulled me into this project and pulled really our whole community into this project. And we're trying to do some cross collaboration as well, obviously, and things. But yeah, it's just good to be here and getting the word out for positive, causes, companies, community leaders doing good in the world. And this is where I want to be right here.
Oh, you're muted, Sean, on our side. There you go. Well, I think you're muted for us, Sean. Oh, you're muted on Facebook.
And I just left myself muted the whole time there while in the recording. I've got to unmute myself on Twitter Spaces, on my board, and then here on that. But Timothy and Eric, unfortunately, they couldn't hear you in Twitter Spaces, but we've got the recording for the rest of the kingdom to be able to hear. So Timothy,
I could hear Eric, but just not Timothy after.
Yeah, you could hear Eric because Eric was there, but we couldn't hear Timothy afterwards. So Timothy, we'll have to get that, and we will definitely share this with the rest of the community. So thank you for being here with us. And Timothy said, I want to hear a song, and then it got to bounce. So Michael, we've got RLA on stage with us, which his handle is It's About Good, and RLA is an incredible person. an amazing father, husband, and an incredible musician. But he is really one of the reasons why I am here is because I joined an AMA and I heard Michael drop a freestyle in the AMA at the end of it. And I was like, what? I have never heard that before in any NFT community. And so I got to learn more about what's happening here. So Michael, how's it going, man?
Man, I'm wonderful. How are you doing, brother? This is great. Much love to everybody out there in this whole thing. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm loving it. And Michael, where are you currently right now? Where in the world?
Where in the world is Carmen, San Diego? I'm about like 100 miles north of San Diego. So I'm in LA, right on the edge of Hollywood, and in what they call the media entertainment capital of the world. Shout out to the homies in Burbank, California, Johnny Carson, you know the rest, all of them. Bob Hope, what's up?
I love it. I love it. And Michael, so I'm curious how you want to do this. So I've got both tracks that you have given to me. I've got Warrior's Dream and I've got Warrior's Reality. They are both ready to go, high quality that I can play through my system. And the question is do you want to tell us about it first? Do we want to drop it first? Or do you want to drop, you just sent me something hot off the press that like I haven't even listened to yet. So I'm kind of afraid to hit the play button because I don't, it could go horribly wrong.
That's probably the best thing to do. Then you should do that one. No, I think that would be, that would be cool. Just want to throw that on for like, just throw that on. Let's start there.
Okay, I'm throwing it on and we're just going to start there. We're not even going to give it like, I don't even know how to set this thing up. Michael texted to myself and Eric probably about 45 minutes before we went live here. And let me pull it up.
Well, now hold on. Now maybe
no, that's true.
You've ahead of ourselves because here's the thing. It's all a game thing. So we got 3 tracks. So I say I'm going to do some quick mathematics. Let's see. There's a 33% chance that any track that I pick, actually there's a 100% chance that any track that you pick is going to be absolute fire. So when you know you have a 100% chance and you divide that by 3, then that's really just, I don't know. A
third of a fire?
A third of a fire in every single track, but then probably just, put it on. But I'll just say something real quick, and that's, the inspiration behind this, any track that you put on here is going to be just like trying to deal with like the warrior mindset, right?
It's good.
So I feel like we all have been through some stuff in the last couple of years that anyone who's still standing, it's like we've been tried by fire, we've been tried by flame. And so, there's so much more to being a warrior than literally like holding a weapon and fighting against other people. I think the core of all war starts in the mind, right? It's like we're at war constantly every single day. We're at war with ourselves. We're at war with, larger narratives that we may or may not agree with ideologies, things like that. So I just feel like, we do like, any track that you play is going to be, I feel like, is going to try to capture that mindset, some differently than others. But the whole idea behind this is let's put a soundtrack to, let's not just put a soundtrack, let's put something where it feels immersive, where it feels experiential, where it feels like, this is something that can totally like be a addition and an immersive experience for these NFTs, for the Kingdom Warriors. Shout out, by the way, to Paul Zano out there, because I see his warrior in his profile and on his Twitter, and I just think that's so cool. Anyone who's rocking a Kingdom Warrior on the Twitter profile, the avatar, that's awesome. So, it's totally like I wish I had a 3-sided coin or something. But yeah, man, just honestly, just feel.
Hey, give him the 1,000 King.
We're giving it to Paul. Paul. I'm screenshotting it right now, and I'm going to write 1,000 on it right there because Paul Zano, congratulations, 1,000 King right there. It's written on my phone so I don't forget it. Bam, done. I love it. Boom, happening. All right, Michael. So now,
I mean, honestly,
yeah.
it's just like I do have a 2-sided coin, so I'm gonna flip a coin right now.
Okay.
Just because that's the realest way to do it. Heads is gonna be Warriors Way, and then tails is gonna be Warriors Reality. Okay. See what we got here. All right, boom. That's how we roll. Yeah. Okay, it's heads.
Which means what?
I think that's Warrior's Dream.
Nice. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Hot off the press. This is from RLA, who's on with us right now. The Twitter handle is It's About Good, and this is a Warrior's Dream. Here we go.
I dream of a way to return to my life and my wife and my kids and my home. I've seen the rise and the fall of empires. I've seen them come and I've seen them go. When it's time, then it's time, and the time has come for us to rebuild these broken stones. I know that whatever's meant to be is meant to be. They can't steal my hope, I know what I know. I woke up from a dream in a sweat, from the soft sand of the shore to a hard floor of cement. Felt a wave deep in me like a whale of lament. Handcuffs cut my skin by my own consent. My mouth once filled with laughters, now my joys become dread. I refuse to rise up since the blows to my head, surrounded by the sounds and smiles of the dead. How could gardens become graveyards with such speed? Been waiting for forever for return of the king. Checking my thoughts, nothing but discord there. I've got to break free from the torment and fear and remember who's here. They once called me a name, but I've forgotten the way. What was the way? The warrior's way? Come on, tell me, what would a warrior say? Something like go onward, reconnect the light and the power and stay strong, son. But how is that possible when we've been ambushed and betrayed? When everywhere that we go, we're mocked and belayed. I've been told that I'm washed up and I've been told I'm insane. So what's the point in getting back to the warrior's way? When the land is all jacked and the promises are delayed. You expect me to keep on watching while the world is remade? In images of darkness, corruption, and pain. I'm gonna stay right here, wait where I remain, for the warriors of this kingdom to come and take me away. And if they knock on my door and they got something to say, I'll open up, and if given the choice to fight or escape, I'll pull my sword from its stone and tell them I guess today's the day. Let's ride as an army and end the obsidian shade.
Bam. Wow.
Bam.
So good. So good. Oh, like I'm giving like a sneak peek. Okay. It auto played the start of the next song, but I can't do that. We got to talk about that first. We got to talk about that.
Man, sure. Let's break it down.
Well, number one, I got to apologize because I introduced it wrong. I have it saved on my computer as Warrior's Dream, but I'm renaming it right now because I was right. I was texting you about it. I was like, it's Warrior's Way. And so this song,
I think that is Warrior's Dream, actually.
Is it? Okay.
Warrior's Way is like the first track.
Ah, got it.
Many people have heard.
Okay, dope.
But yeah. Okay, no, great. First of all, I just want to thank my manager. I want to thank my agent. Thank you for this incredible trophy. You guys are giving me like an Emmy award after this, right? Or a Grammy? Or
yeah.
One of those awards?
Totally.
Okay. So this is my speech. So first of all, I want to thank God.
We're going to play the music right now. That pulls people off a little bit when they're talking too long.
My grandma's mama for giving birth to my grandma, and then my grandma for giving birth to my mama, and then thank you to my mama. But anyway, no, man, you know, it's like, this is a great track because I feel like, first of all, there's so many entrances into this, like, this world, right? There's so many entrances into the Kingdom Warriors world. There's so many portals, there's so many gates. So one of those is just the artwork, right? So we all now have, many of us have different NFTs with the actual warriors on them. And sometimes I just I get inspired by art. Like, art inspires art. So I look at some of the faces on these NFTs, and I'm like, I wonder what that guy is thinking, you know, or like, I wonder what that lady like just went through. And part of that is like some of these warriors, they're looking hard won. They look like they've been through battle. They look like they've been through it. And so I just, you know, I kind of thought like, what about that warrior who just like is so intense, and he was in the war and he was in the battle with Belleron and this whole thing, and he just tapped out at some point, and he just backed off, and you know, he lost his wife, he lost his kids, and now he just lives all alone in this hermitage, and he's like, you know, he just thinks about those experiences over and over and over. He replays them, and this is like his dream is that he could go back before the war ever happened, but then he wakes up and it's just like, you know, it is what it is. So it's called a warrior's dream because the dream is for peace, right? I mean, and that's a cooler name than like the peace song. Although, like, Heal the World, Michael Jackson, you know, like Love, All You Need Is Love, the Beatles, like, they did great tracks, but I think we live in a different era now a little bit. And so this is sort of like, man, why can't we just go back before all this crazy stuff happened on the earth, you know?
So
And for
good.
those who can't, you have to come to terms with the fact that this is just basically the way things are. It's where we're at, and you have to deal with that stuff. And so his whole thing at the end is like, you know, if these people try to come and get me, then I'm gonna go. But if they don't, I'm gonna stay here. And I think that brings about the call of the warrior, so to speak. Like, this NFT project, this whole Kingdom Warriors brand it's about calling out the warriors. It's about, hey, like, this is a project where you can get on board and where you can express yourself freely. This is where you can communicate with others. You can find like-minded people within our Discord community. And, you know, some people have been through it really hard in these last couple of years. Some people, you know, are seasoned veterans at dealing with pain and problems. But the point is that this is us knocking at your door, basically. You know, every time we put on an event like this, we really are saying like, hey, you know what? Come join us. It's cool. It's going to be all right. And so that is sort of how that whole thing ends, with a reference to King Arthur and pulling the sword from the stone, and
It's good.
it's going from there. So yeah, that's that.
Well, and that's so good, and I love that this is the first song that we kind of debuted for the community, beyond Warrior's Way, Warrior's Dream, because the Warrior's Dream, like, there's a reason why Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had a "I have a dream" speech, not a "I have a plan" speech, right? like a dream, a dream is aspirational. A dream, you can cast vision for someone. So having that warrior's dream and having that like peace that you're trying to achieve, that's something I think that we all kind of resonate with, right? That's something that resides deep within us, that, hey, this world is not as it should be. My life is not as it should be. And there is a greater peace that I'm searching for. And how can I partake in the war against whatever it is that's causing that unrest, you know?
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, and like, just on the MLK piece, like, I guess it debuted like a year ago, but there's a world in the game Fortnite, and it's of the Washington Mall.
Okay.
And if you go into this Fortnite world, and they just brought it back for MLK Day recently, you're literally, whatever avatar you are in the Washington Monument Mall, National Mall, and Martin Luther King is on a giant screen giving his "I Have a Dream" speech. And Time Magazine paid for it, paid for the developers, paid for the team to come and creative team to bring it together and put it in Fortnite. And you know, every time I watch that, like, I mean, I'm walking around as Master Chief, I'm walking around as, like, from Halo, I'm walking around as Spider-Man, but like, literally, like, all these people just come into that world, and they just sit and listen to Martin Luther King. And it's exposing a younger generation. It's exposing children who, you know, haven't been in school for 2 years. So whenever you learn about Martin Luther King, you know, at that level, and more than that, but, you know, it's like, it's giving them Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech in a context that's meaningful and purposeful and fun and relevant to them, which is like this world of Fortnite. And so I think the power of storytelling is that, all we do is storytellers, and every single one of us on this we're all storytellers.
Mm.
But the power of storytelling is we get to rehearse the same stories over and over and over, century after century, millennia after millennia, and they just find new relevance, they find new metaphor, they find new expression, but it gets back to like the heart of humanity, which is like some of these issues. We all just want peace. I got to travel to over 40 countries after college. I've been on like basically every continent, and a bunch of different places, random places and cool places. And wherever I went, I got to stare into the eyes of people. Those people were from all different backgrounds, ethnicities, faiths, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, those people just want the best for their families. Those people just want peace. But the thing is, at some point, some warring entity comes knocking on the doors of those people in every country I've been to. In some, it's worse than others. I was in Syria.
Mm.
I was in Syria before the Syrian civil war around 2010. I was one of the last Americans to be in Syria. It was actually closer to 2012, I think. But anyway, I mean, I saw terror in people's eyes because they knew what was coming.
Mm.
I saw, crazy pictures of the sort of like leader of Syria all over the city of Damascus, the city of Aleppo. And, I raved with a bunch of these cool cats in a underground like club in Aleppo, Syria. And we danced and we partied. And one of those dudes got out. He got a scholarship to do dance in America. And like 3 weeks before the Civil War broke out, he escaped. And he did nothing once he was in America but like support the resistance back at home. He sent all money back. He did fundraising. He did everything he could to help his friends and family back in Syria. And like he just got out.
Mm.
And this dude had like a huge afro. He was like 6'5", the coolest dude. But that dude's a warrior,
Mm.
right? And that guy couldn't fight. And if you started to pick a fight with this guy, even though he was big, he was such a teddy bear,
Mm-hmm.
he'd never be able to win a fight in his life.
Mm.
But he went back to, he went to school in Minnesota or Wisconsin or something, and he fought with his keyboard. He fought with his fingers. He fought with mouse clicks. And he did everything he could to try to make a change to help his friends and family back home who were literally in a war, in a civil war. So that's an extreme example. But when I write music like this, I had the privilege of traveling to so many places, meeting so many people. A lot of these images, a lot of these ideas, a lot of these words, I mean, they come from real people who I met. And just about every song, truly. But every warrior track that you're going to hear in this collection that we're putting together, you're not just hearing me. I'm just a dude. I was raised in LA. I did some cool traveling and did acting and all that other stuff. But in reality, what I hope the music brings is I get to become a mouthpiece. I get to become a scribe and a messenger for all these other people and their stories and their histories and their backgrounds. And so that's what I hope comes through in that track. And that's what I hope the Kingdom Warriors Project helps to bring to everybody, really.
It's good. That's so good. That's so good. Well, and thank you for sharing like real and authentic stories too, like that trip to Syria that you had. So this is one of the reasons why I love the kind of like the behind the scenes looks at either movies and books. And now we get to do this live with you right here, Michael. Which, by the way, do you want me to call you RLA or Michael? How can I introduce like
That's good, man. I mean, Michael's a warrior himself. He has.
It's true.
I got some
Archangel
some,
Michael,
some flying angels and stuff behind me. So that's cool. RLA is cool too. I mean, honestly, it's all of the above.
I love it.
But yeah, thank you.
Dope, man. Well, I'm excited, RLA, because it auto played for like a split second, but now we get to hear the second original track that we're going to hear tonight, which has never been shared for any of our community. I think I'm just blessed enough to be like one of, I think, 4 or 5 people that have heard it so far. And so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Warriors Reality, which is the Weavers theme. This is the first theme song for a guild that's dropping, and it's for the Weavers. Let's go. Here we go.
Let's go.
After the darkness, after the rain, the storm has passed over, we see what remains. After the war, the world is remade. We see art and color that we can't explain. The weavers are weaving reality around us. Reality around us. Reality around us. The weavers are weaving reality all around us. Reality, reality, eternal reality around us. Creating is what defines us, life is what we bring. The change to light systems makes the kingdom worth saving. While living a world without singing, a choir and its chorus are never lonely. Together we feel true unity. Painting pictures, pretty portraits of families, grandmothers in the middle, bringing broken pieces together, allowing for healing. They'll call one weaver a discrepancy, anomaly, but when that one weaver connects with others, they bring community. Then the tables turn, the overs will burn, the children will learn, the villains will squirm, creative economies churn like oats to Grecian urns. The life-giving property of words, what brings love alive, melodies and music, sweet drums and pipes, endearing themselves to wives and husbands in matrimonial triumph. Love is bold as rainbows, breaks through silence, like blues and fuchsia explode through the gray. Incorruptible as art in its highest ways, medicine doses the doses they are played. Immortal weapons that know no fear or shade, music making wielded as a sharp and never sleeping blade. We were never the weakest, despite the portrayal of aim. Humans, but in the service of our songs, we prepare and rebuild the hurting bodies and minds of warriors crushed by rubble. Damage done by cruelty and coldness. We bring the wonder, we bring the wonder. We bring the nuance of artists, weaving the world around us, weaving the universe around us. We bring the wonder, we bring the wonder. We bring the nuance of artists, weaving the world around us. We bring the wonder, we bring the wonder, we bring the wonders, weaving the universe around us.
That guitar though.
After the darkness, after the rain, the storm has passed over, we see what remains. After the war, the world is remade. We see art and color that we can't explain. The weavers are weaving reality around us. Reality around us. Eternal reality around us.
Hey, when that
track.
oh my gosh, dude. When that beat comes in and you start to rap, oh, I about
Just
lose
goes
my
hard.
mind. It's so
Go
good.
hard.
It's so good. Now tell everyone here, that's you singing and you rapping, correct?
Yeah, man. Yeah, no auto tune.
No.
No auto tune on that. We could throw some auto tune if we wanted, but I almost did, but then I was like, no, man, just leave it super bare. So yeah, man, that's it. That's it. I mean, it's a blessing to be able to do both. But yeah, man,
Oh, I
that
love
track is great.
It's so good. I need to listen to it like 10 more times. I need to listen to it like 10 more times. Eric, I'm going to mute myself so that you can talk directly. I know that Eric is dying to jump in right now. So Eric, you go.
Hey, I just wanted to man, I'm just so happy. So Michael and I are finally, we've been friends since 2019. It's now 2022. We are finally, this is the power of connection and and even the NFT world has brought us closer because Michael was actually working on NFTs. Michael's been working on Web3 since before Web3 was even existed. He's just I call him the most interesting man in the world. And I'm glad that he's leading our music division. Michael, he has other artists to sign artists. I mean, we're about to put on our roadmap in the future, find out but I mean, obviously the music division's already coming, but actual set up an actual Kingdom Warriors music group. And we're gonna have other artists. We actually just got another artist that wants us to basically put him on the map, and you guys are gonna be hearing him in the future too. We're having more artists that are coming. I can't even explain to you this company that you guys are a part of is gonna just keep growing and keep expanding. And your guys' shares, I'm telling you, the music is the key to culture. Michael knows that. He knows he's played video games his whole life. He's scaled up companies, sold companies to VCs and in New York and stuff. And Michael's going to help us reach the heart of LA. He's in LA. He recorded some of these songs, or actually all these songs in LA, I want to say. And next month, Michael and I are hanging out in LA for about 5 days for the first time. He's getting some media crew, so we're going to be wearing our Kingdom Warriors merch. We're going to be talking with the, We're going to have media basically interviewing us, sharing our story, sharing more vision with high quality audio out there in LA. We're going to be going, near the ocean, near some cool. He has this place he wants to take us to that has like some Kingdom Warriors like vibe stuff that we're going to be doing some film footage over at. We're just super excited. So that's March 23rd to like 27th. We'll be hanging out in LA, Michael and us, hanging out for the first time. But the NFT community, that's what the power of Web3. It brings us together around art, around story, around storytelling, around music, around passive income, around like building a legacy for your kids' kids. I mean, this is so powerful, the time we're in. And if you're hearing my voice right now, you're still early. There's still time for you to get in. We have free education for you guys. And then there was someone else. If you guys need anything, drop comments if you're on YouTube or Twitter or anywhere. And if you guys, I know some people are asking like, hey, we need help getting more help on how to get onboarded. How do I get a part of this? DM me, drop comments on YouTube. Let us know your email. Go through our website, Kingdom Warriors NFT. Our staff, we have staff available 24/7 to answer your questions and basically help you. Like we literally have built a 24/7 team to help you. We want to basically onboard and help as many people as possible. But real quick, what was I going to say?
Well, not only that, hold on, Eric, because not only that, I'm going to do that. But if you join the Discord to help onboard people, we are gifting everyone in our community. The first 1,000 people get access for free to an online course that I created called NFTs Simplified. So we actually had someone on the stream earlier comment just saying, hey, it's kind of like hurting her brain a little bit, which I can totally relate to. It hurt mine for probably the first 3 months. And I think I'm at like month 2.5 right now. Just kidding. But so NFTs Simplified is a gift that we have. But how cool would it be this? So because we talked about this, Eric, with RLA and I were just kind of like jamming a little bit about like NFTs and music NFTs and like what would maybe some utility of a music NFT be? And if you're new to the NFT game, utility basically means like a benefit. What would a benefit be? And one of at least the 10 tracks where we're thinking about minting as an NFT and then selling or releasing in some way, shape, or form that you have to earn or redeem. And the idea that we had, Eric, that maybe we should talk about a little bit more, but this is just an idea. So everyone don't hold me to this. But how cool would it be that if you're the holder of that NFT, what if you could like go to Los Angeles and be in the studio with RLA and record an original track together about either some kind of story that you have or something like that? That would be like spend the day together in the studio and then walk away with this custom track. And you just heard the quality music. Like this is not low quality. This is dope music. This is really, they're like, this stuff should be on the radio. And I believe it will be one day. So that's just something that we're toying with because all of these songs, if you're new to the NFT game, music can be an NFT. There's a famous artist that I know of named Timbaland, and he has dropped a bunch of NFTs already. And I know that RLA, who's, was it John? Is it John Legend that's getting involved in some kind of, he's building his own like NFT music platform. Is that who it was? It was someone like that. You know who I'm talking about, RLA? You still there? Going once. Going twice. He's running back to his microphone right now. Well, when he comes back in, or maybe we'll just have to drop it in the Discord. Or maybe, oh, wait a minute. Can I unmute everyone? Wait, I muted everyone. So did that mean that it locked you so you couldn't unmute yourself? Is that what was going on? Try unmuting yourself now, RLA, if you're there. Because I hit the mute everyone button. And then I hit unmute. Everyone.
Yeah. You had like muted everybody. So
got it. So you couldn't unmute yourself. So it's my fault. Blame it on me. So what is it, John? Who is it that you told me about that's like getting involved in a platform? Who is that?
You know so that's John Legend. So John Legend is building his whole thing, and I mean it'll be great for artists. I mean this is something that artists have been trying to figure out for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, musical ever since Napster and like BitTorrent came on when we were all in college and well, we were all streaming and stealing music. Well, I didn't just admit to stealing music in front of everyone. Anyways, yes, it's great for artists. And so turning these tracks into music NFTs is definitely an end game. And with some form of utility, something possible like that would be possible. RLA, anything you want to share with us before we move on about that song, about the Weavers theme, which was again called Warriors Reality?
Yeah, well, first of all, I would like to correct you. So I know
Okay.
you would never have been stealing music, but you were probably stealing South Park audio clips.
Ah, there it was.
Or things like that that at least for me, my parents didn't let me, they were getting all crazy with me. So then I would sneak on a Napster and I would just listen to like little audio clips from Cartman and stuff like that. And I'd be like, I found a way around parental censorship. So that's how I use Napster.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, but I mean, maybe you too, because anything else, it's all very illegal now. So I wouldn't want you to admit to committing a crime on any live Twitter AMAs. That would be terrible. So you must have said you were trying to get audio clips, right?
Something like that.
You're trying to get Shakespearean audio from Act 3 of Hamlet. You're like, I just got to hear this right now.
Yeah, I was totally innocent of all of that. Yes, thank you for saving me. RLA, hey man, it's been a pleasure having you. We've got 6 minutes left in this stream, in this recording, and in this Twitter Spaces. Because after that, we all turn into pumpkins. I've got a 4-week-old little boy and a wife who's exhausted in the other room, so I got to run. Eric's got a date with his wife, so he's got to run. And you've got big things coming up, I'm sure, with you and your family in California. And other people, they just want to go to sleep because some people are on the other side of the world. They're like, y'all, I'm tired. Let me get out of here.
Who's in London? Because right now it's 2 a.m. in London. So I just say shout out to London.
Yes, shout out to all of y'all. Eric, you want to talk? I can mute myself and you can go.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's maybe let some people up for the last 5 minutes and let them ask a couple questions. And then let's give away I want to give away to another 1,000 King to my cat Diva, because she has her bringer that is bringing it, and she's always bringing it. She's always showing up. And so Cat Diva, screenshot that and claim your prize, 1,000 King. And you guys remember the Kingdom Key, which is like worth a ton, is still in the app, in our app, where you get mints for life. People have sold it for 0.3 ETH, which is, my kids just came up with a cat, Neo, and this is Sapphire and Emerald. Twitter Space can't see it. No, I'm on the phone, please. And so anyway, bring some people up and then let's ask some questions and then answer them, and then
I love it. So if anyone is in Twitter Spaces and you would like to hit in the bottom left of your Twitter space is a microphone where you can hit the request button, and that will let us know that you want to come up and ask a question. If anyone's watching this on the live stream, if you can feel free to drop a question in chat there, we can see you guys there as well. And so I know that the last piece of alpha, while we're waiting to see if anyone wants to come up and ask RLA or either one of us a question, is that we've got an exclusive merch announcement that is happening. Eric, you want to share us that last bit of information while we see if anyone else wants to come up and ask a question? You can also tweet at us too, by the way. You can tweet at Kingdom Warriors NFT. Kingdom War NFT is the handle, or you can tweet at Eric. So whichever one works. So I'm going to check the notifications right now. But yeah, go ahead, Eric. What's up, man? Drop that bit of alpha on us.
Yeah, so super stoked. We have a major collab with an amazing e-commerce brand that is super in alignment with us. Its name is Kingdom Dominion. It's a brand, kingdomdominion.net, and we are now going to be listed some of our basically our merch, which if you're on YouTube, you'll see some of this, but like we'll have mugs, we'll have coffee mugs, we're gonna have hoodies, like champion, like super like well done hoodies that are champion brand, and then also some amazing like Bella Canva t-shirts that are like super soft. You can go running with them. I've worn some of their clothing, and anyways, amazing quality t-shirts, mugs, canvases, and we're actually working on having it to where you can print on demand your NFTs onto these hoodies, onto a mug. And so this is a little bit alpha. And for our holders, we got us 25% off for all holders. So anyone that's a holder gets 25% off the whole store. And I think it's, if you order over $55, it's free shipping. It's going to be lit. We're going to be featured on kingdomdominion.net. That's kingdomdominion.net. We'll try to, anyways, you'll see it. Be on the lookout next week in the announcements. We'll pretty much, and then it'll be updated on our website, kingdomwarriorsnft.com. You'll see on the merch tab basically as featured. Everyone can basically buy some merch, but you get 25% off if you're a holder for life. And there's going to be we're going to do also some merch giveaway, like some hoodies, some t-shirts, some mugs next week. So be in our Discord to win those prizes. Be on Twitter. We actually might give some away on Twitter, some merch. And then we're going to be giving away King next week on merch. We may be giving some ETH away. We'll see, but we're definitely, and I think we're giving some NFTs away next week. So be ready to retweet. So yeah, we're just super excited about that collab. You'll see more on that coming soon. But yeah, we're gonna have merch whenever we're hanging out in our, at our events, or you can just have amazing Kingdom Warriors clothing wherever you go. Have your coffee with Kingdom Warriors. I mean, we're gonna be with you wherever you go. No getting rid of us.
I love it. I can't wait to get my own, because that's a dope mug. That's a dope hoodie. I've earned enough King in my app to be able to redeem it for it as well, because I don't have one of those either. I am also a quad holder. I've got 4 warriors myself. So I'm excited to be included in one of those. And no one has hit the request button. So to ask any questions, that means we were perfectly clear. And everyone has absolutely no questions, because we explained everything to a T. RLA shared his heart out and explained everything perfectly. So nobody has any questions. We're good. We have now solved the world's problems through this Twitter space. There are no more questions to be asked. Hey, this has been awesome. It is 9:00 on the dot. This has been super fun. And I really want to play one more song as we roll out. And it could be the third one that RLA sent me, which is hot off the press and is going to be a brand new original track that is going to be in a different language. Correct, RLA, right?
This is for the global team.
For the global team.
That's right. This is to let them know we're real. If this does well, I'm gonna rap in Chinese too.
Dope.
Yeah, this is just and I'm for real. But anyway, yeah, this is just for the global homies. So take them out with that.
I love it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hey, if you're watching the replay, if you're watching this live, if you're listening to us live or listening to the replay, this is the final song. And correct me if I'm wrong. The pronunciation, RLA, is this Shema?
Yes, sir.
Shema.
Yes,
So, ladies and gentlemen, to close the stream, to close the listening pleasure, please enjoy this hot off the press from RLA. This is Shema.
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Mitzmola David, Adonai Ro Yelo Hechsar Benoit, Deshe Yarbit Seni Alme, Menu Kodena Haleni, Ishaf, Shi Yashova, Yanche Ni Vemagele. Tzedek elama ane shemo gam te akela benget salmavet lo orira ra ki ata ivadi shiva teha umish ante kahe mane na harmoni ta aroch lefanai shulchane itzo rirai dishanta veshame oro roshi koreshira reva hey kosi revaya hey kosi reva ya antova ke sederie defuni ko yemena kaive vesha viva todo nai leokrech yamim o leorech amim na 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 na. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Mitzmola David, Adonai Roili, Lokse arbe noi deshe arbit seni yal memnu o kod jedne hajle ni nefshe vjevo vaj jan che di ni ve ma ge letse de regla mina eshemo gam kila irak bege des malte vettoriera irakia te evadi shaveteka o mishaten ke hai meyala la kamoni ta arok la faini o shokan yede getso tonre rai dishanta vashe menorshi o koshi rakiava aktova sheka het yadir funi kul yeve mai khai o veja shit maya bodanai lekhone rek la yamim nanim ye orek la yamim yamim Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Bam. So good. So good. So good. RLA, man, crushing it in a whole nother language. And RLA, you can't see it, but on the stream, you've got a bunch of different shout outs. We've got, I love this RLA, my friend. Great job, brother. We definitely need to listen to all this together from Julie, as well as a bunch of emojis. I'm amazed. Vicky said, I'm amazed at how much you all have accomplished in such a short time. Thank you so much for all those compliments. RLA. So good, man. And I'm going to make a special request also. All of these songs, I want the instrumental versions, just like the lo-fi beats version of these, so that we can just have like the tunes behind it. And then so that you can do live performances for us also. So good. I love it. And let's see. And this, yes, I love it. I love it, man. I just got your text, RLA. Awesome. Hey, any final words either from you, Eric, or you, RLA, who's on stage with us? RLA, you first.
Okay, I just have to say, I'm literally dying right now. I was laughing so hard during that. I'm sending Sean some screenshots. This is literally the way because I put on captions so I could read what was happening. It just gives you like an AI, thing. And the way that they translated me rapping in Hebrew is like the funniest, most nonsensical, crazy thing I've ever read in my life. So I just wanted to share that really quick. This is going to be my last thing. So I'm literally everything I'm texting to Sean, I'm just going to share with the group here. So this is how they translate it. Here it goes. I'll just read it like a robot. It says, I know I didn't die, my Israel. Yeah, but here, funny, cool. Yeah, my check. Yeah, I mean, Johnny. Yeah, like a money. Like how money? Iraqi, T, Shishel. Could you? Yes, yeah. Israel, no. Nova, kiss.
So I think we all learned a valuable lesson here, RLA, that if we're going to play a song, in a different language, we need to preface for anyone.
You have to put captions.
Yes.
And not just that, but next time I rap, I want everyone to put captions on, because it is going to give you, in English, but if I rap in Chinese or whatever, you guys, it's going to be the most hilarious thing. I couldn't stop laughing. So that made my night. That's all I got to say. And that was the best experience I've ever had listening to music in my life.
So I'll drop these. I got to find the right place to drop these screenshots that you sent me in the Discord. I'll put them in there. So if you're watching this or you're listening to the replay, join the Discord. I'll put some of them in there. And we'll just give Twitter the benefit of the doubt. The fact that they have captions is amazing. My wife and I use them frequently because my wife actually has hearing loss. So I love the fact that they have captions. And I'll just give them the benefit of the doubt that if this whole conversation, if I had selected like the language was in Hebrew, then maybe they would have gotten everything correct, but they didn't. So let's just leave it there. But RLA, man, it's been a pleasure having you, dude. So talented, so beyond talented. and can't wait for the next couple songs. And we should definitely do this again live because this has been so fun. Eric.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Eric, the final word is yours, Mr. CEO and co-founder of Kingdom War NFT. And then I will play us some music as we close the space. Eric, you get to close us down with a final word. Go.
Man, I'm just honored, you guys. I'm honored that, that we're even get to be a part of this company. We get to be a part of this community of warriors that we're able to impact Africa. We're able to sing songs about, and from Israel, we get to be here at night and basically just talk about creating dreams, creating kingdom realities where we can have amazing worlds where we can live in and play in, where our kids, like I think RLA said it really good, is, I have 5 daughters. Really, my only thing I want in life is to have a place of peace and shalom for my daughters to live in. And so what better way than for us to build that world, right? I think even Gandhi said, you have to be the change you wish to seek in the world. That's what we're doing. We want to build wealth for our communities. We want to build places of impact, build amazing realities, amazing metaverses, amazing games, movies, books. My daughters are hooked on Roblox. They love playing Roblox, which some of the worlds in there are pretty cool, but I want to have a cool world for my kids to play in. And so you guys are a part of that. You guys are really being a big part of that. And I just want to truly from the bottom of my heart, we appreciate you, and we're going to keep delivering the best we can with the what's in our hands, the team we have, our hearts, mind, and soul to just keep creating impact, keep creating positive change. And you guys are a big part of that. So thank you so much.
So good. So good. Well, Eric, hey, this has been so fun. Thank you for what you do. Thank you to everyone for watching this, listening to this, watching the replay, listening to the replay. And we look forward to doing this again. We actually are going to be working on some more content for you guys. There's going to be some early morning. So if you're having to watch the replay because this is the middle of the night for you, and maybe you're sleeping while this is happening live, we're going to be working on some early morning Eastern and United States time, some early morning stuff. And then we're also going to be trying to do this a little bit more often because, again, hot off the press, 3,033 warriors are up for grabs. It is the pre-sale mint, which is happening right now. You can go to kingdomwarriorsnft.com and grab yours. If you don't know how to do that, we've got free education for you, because if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man a fish or a woman a fish, they will eat for a lifetime. And so we want to teach you all this brand new world, a whole new world of NFTs. And you can grab that. Access to that is in our Discord in the NFT education channel right there. So thank you everyone for watching. Again, be sure to reach out to us if you have any questions. We are super active in Discord, obviously on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all of these places. And it's been so fun. Thanks everyone. And we will catch you later. And I'm going to hit play on my favorite song to peace out to y'all. Bye everybody.
After the darkness, after the rain, the storm has passed over, we see what remains. After the war, the world is remade. We see art and color that we can explain. The weavers are weaving reality around us. Reality around us. Reality around us. The weavers are weaving reality all around us. Reality, reality, eternal reality around us. Creating is what defines us, life is what we bring. The change to light systems makes the kingdom worth saving. While living a world without singing, acquire banners, forests are never lonely. Together we feel true unity. Painting pictures, pretty portraits of families, grandmothers in the middle, bringing broken pieces together, allowing for healing. They'll call one weaver a discrepancy, anomaly, but when that one weaver connects with others, they bring community. Then the tables turn, the overs will burn, the children will learn, the villains will squirm, creative economies churn like odes to Grecian urns. The life-giving property of words, what brings love alive, melodies and music, sweet drums and smoking pipes, endearing themselves to wives and husbands in matrimonial triumph. Love is bold as rainbows, breaks through silence. Red blues and fuchsia explode through the gray. Incorruptible as art in its highest ways. Medicine doses the doses they are played. Immortal weapons that know no fear or shade. Music making wielded as a sharp and never sleeping blade. We were never the weakest, despite the portrayal of aim. Humans, but in the service of our songs, we prepare and rebuild the hurting bodies and minds of warriors crushed by rubble. Damage done by cruelty and coldness. We bring the wonder, we bring the wonder. We bring the nuance of artists, weaving the world around us, weaving the universe around us. We bring the wonder, we bring the wonder. We bring the nuance of artists, weaving the world around us. We bring the wonder, we bring the wonder, we bring the wonders, weaving the universe around us.
After the darkness, after the rain, the storm has passed over, we see what remains. After the war, the world is remade. We see art in color that we can't explain. The weavers are weaving reality around us. Reality around us. Eternal reality around us.
So good. And with that, see you everyone. Have a great night.